Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Steffy puts her foot down with Hope as the claws come out between Taylor and Brooke. In his office, Finn addresses with Lee about all the craziness that went down between Bill, Luna, and Poppy. Finn asks his mama, "You suppose Bill will end the relationship?" Lee admits she's upset effects between Bill and her family will no way be the same again. Poppy walks into Bill's house and is easily emotional as she and Bill exchange looks. Will Bill and Poppy's renewed 20-time-old connection be enough to save what that lunatic son of Poppy's tried to destroy? And speaking of Luna, is this the last we'll see of Poppy's son? Or, with some ferocious remedy, could she be back? It's a good thing Taylor is back in city, as perhaps she can help the worried girl. Hope's news, Taylor confronts Brooke, and Bill's dilemma. The bold and the beautiful spoilers for coming weeks' occurrences of the CBS cleaner tease the fallout of Luna's conduct. Everyone knows the verity about what she did, and passions are far and wide. Liam and Will spend time together as they navigate what nearly happened with their pater. Bill will have to make a delicate decision about his relationship with Poppy. Hope and Brooke will be back on screen, and trouble is coming. Bill and Poppy. With the disclosure that Luna had plans to let her mama spoilage in captivity, Bill and Poppy must work through their participated trauma. Their relationship was grounded on a maternity taradiddle, but they've a real connection. That one night spent times ago clicked them. They will have an uphill battle if they want to continue with their relationship, with Will determined to push Poppy out and reunite Katie with Bill. What will Bill choose to do? Taylor is on the warpath. With Steffy safe, Taylor is ready to play Ma Bear. Finn and Steffy are gemstone solid now, especially after they talk about their commitment to each other. Taylor is ready to defy Hope and Brooke. Look for a tense showdown between the two women as Mama Bear tells Brooke she won't stand for Hope coming after Steffy's hubby. Hope gets bad news when Hope attempts to apologize to Steffy, effects go amiss. Despite her good intentions, Steffy isn't trying to hear what Hope says. In fact, she tells Hope that she won't allow her to turn into her mama. That goes over well. By the end of the week, Eric, Steffy, and Carter gear up for a grueling discussion with Hope. Her line isn't doing well, and with the sweats put into Brooke's bedroom line, they can't swing both. Will this open a can of worms and completely reignite the Forrester vs. Logan feud? We suspect this is the morning of commodity that will take us through November reaches. After all, we're due for a Taylor-Brooke showdown. Be sure to tune in diurnal so that not a moment of the fallout of Luna's errors is missed. Taylor and Ridge celebrate Steffy's deliverance with some boot bumping? The bold and the beautiful spoilers tease that Taylor Hayes and Ridge Forrester have reason for a big festivity now that their son Steffy Forrester has been saved by He-Man hubby John Finnegan. Finn went Deadpool on a locked door and set up Steffy boxed at the hands of his feral kinsman Luna Nozawa. Previous to this, Steffy's MIA status had her parents upset beyond belief and flexing their contact list. No bone had seen Steffy and they grew more anxious by the nanosecond. The bold and the beautiful spoilers Taylor and Ridge celebrate Steffy's deliverance with some boot bumping? The bold and the beautiful spoilers, Steffy back home safely. Formerly they put eyes on their son, Ridge and Taylor experience swoon. Will this unforeseen gusher of emotion affect Brooke Logan's relationship with the bodacious developer? Surely perhaps. We know this triangle has further avail than isosceles. But detergents no way tire of reconsidering old home, and it looks like that's about to be with Tridge and Bridge. B&B spoilers, are you Team Tridge or Team Bridge? This week, the two spouses reunited in Steffy's precipice house to try and find out what happened to their girl. As you might anticipate, the fear led to assuring leverages. There hasn't been a line crossed yet, but that could change with the news that Steffy has been set up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers, Tridge heat up? Steffy was set up by her superhero hubby who would not accept that his woman wasn't in peril. It turns out he was right. His wayward kinsman Luna Nozawa locked Steffy over after she discovered Luna is a double killer. At this point, we're wondering how long it's before Steffy realizes Finn's family DNA is tainted. First Sheila Carter tried to kill her, now it's Luna who tried to extinguish her lights. Is Steffy really safe being involved with Finn? B&B spoilers, what happens coming on the LA Grounded Sudser? That's a decision Steffy will have to make, but in the meantime she's so glad to be saved she doesn't have time to suppose about her in-laws. And you allowed. Meghan Markle's in-laws were scary. Tell us B&B suckers, do you see a Taylor and Rich reconnection in the cards? Or are you tired of reheated Tridge and Bridge stories? While you're at it, tell us how you feel about Rebecca Budig being the new Taylor. Poppy orders guards to take Luna down. In Eric's office, Taylor and Ridge entered a call from Finn. He let them know that Steffy was home safe. Finn put Steffy on the phone, and her parents talked to her on speakerphone. They wanted to know what had happened, and Steffy said Luna had abducted her. Steffy intended to tell them all about it the coming day after she'd rested. Latterly, Ridge called Carter to let him know they didn't need the operative presently. Ridge and Taylor hugged. Katie rushed by, blurting that it had been an outrageous story. Ridge said they'd heard what Luna had done, but Katie replied that they had no idea. Latterly, Katie told Ridge and Taylor about Justin calling Bill about Poppy's exculpation. Justin had called Bill back to tell him that the real killer had been Luna, who'd also abducted Steffy. Katie didn't have all the details except that Luna had been arrested for murder and hijacking. After Katie left, Taylor said she and Ridge had nearly lost their son. Ridge hugged Taylor, saying that, by the grace of God, they hadn't. At the Precipice house, Finn claimed that Steffy go to the sanitarium, but she said the stylish drug was right there with Finn, her idol. Finn said he'd nearly lost her and would no way take his eyes off her again. Steffy said she wanted to be by his side. As he held her, she stated that she'd allowed. She'd no way see Finn and the kiddies again, and it had been because of Luna. Latterly, Finn ended a call with the police about Luna's arrest. Steffy wondered how Finn had set up her. Finn said he'd started retracing her way after she hadn't called or checked on the kiddies. He'd heard that she hadn't shown up at the Hardiness Center and he'd shocked, hopeless to find her. He'd gone to Bill's after learning that it had been the last place she'd been seen. Finn explained that he'd set up Steffy's phone and had seen Luna, who'd sounded different and strange. She'd been acting like the lady of the manor house. Steffy fooled that Luna would be the lady of Cell Block C. Finn asked if Steffy was ready to talk about why Luna had done it. Steffy stated that she had returned to get her phone at Bill's house and had seen Luna kiss Bill. It had been horrifying. Steffy had followed Luna because she would wanted to defy her. As she'd made the mistake of drinking some tea Luna had offered her. Steffy said Luna had cured her. Finn remarked that Luna was crazier than he'd allowed. Steffy felt as if she was in a muddle and it didn't feel real. She asked what it was with all the sickies. Finn had no way allowed. His kinsman would be able of that. Steffy didn't want to talk about Luna presently. She just wanted to look at Finn. Finn stated that it had all started with the kiss from Hope. Steffy didn't want to talk about it. She said she'd no way misdoubted that Finn was a good man and they'd no way be piecemeal again. They kissed. In the visit room at the jail, Poppy was enraptured about her release and that the real killer had been arrested. Poppy saw the bind on Luna's wrists and asked what was going on. Figuring there had been a mistake, Poppy said Luna was there to pick her up. Chief Baker said that wasn't why Luna was there. Baker informed Poppy that Poppy was being released because the real killer was her son. Bill was sorry Poppy had to find out that way. He hadn't been suitable to believe it, moreover. Poppy told Luna to look at her and say it wasn't true, but Luna wouldn't. Poppy blubbed, saying it was wrong and that Luna would no way harm anyone. Baker said Luna had committed 2 murders at Il Giardino, falsified a maternity test, and abducted Steffy Forrester. Poppy blubbed and asked Luna if she'd done those effects. Crying, Luna admitted she was shamefaced. Bill informed Poppy that Luna had planted substantiation to make it look like Poppy had committed the murders. He added that Luna had kissed him doubly after they'd learned he wasn't her father. "You kissed Bill? You set me up?" you abducted Steffy Forrester and you killed your own father and Hollis. How could you, Luna? Poppy yelled. Luna claimed she'd eventually had it good and couldn't let go of her life with Bill. Bill hugged Poppy as Luna claimed that she'd demanded them to be a family. She'd demanded it for us. Luna told her mama that she hadn't planned it, but for formerly, they'd had to make it. Luna had been tired of floundering and she felt they'd had a beautiful life with Bill until Tom had shown up. Luna had believed he'd ruin it all for her. Luna said she'd felt alone and empty her whole nonage because Poppy had been too busy chasing her dreams. Luna asked about her own dreams and life. Luna cried that she'd demanded Poppy, who'd been each she'd had. Luna had wanted a regular family. She'd wanted stability, which was why she'd dated RJ. Luna confessed that she'd known about Tom's letters for times, but she hadn't been suitable to let him be her father, not when she knew Bill could be. Luna told Bill that he'd indeed wanted to borrow her. Tom had been a trouble to all she'd created. Poppy said that Luna had falsified the test. Luna knew it, and she was sorry she'd killed Hollis, still, she'd had to deal with him after he'd learned about the letters. Poppy responded that Luna had intended to let Poppy take the fall and rot in captivity. Luna was sorry she'd hurt Poppy and was ashamed of herself. Luna cried that she demanded her mama, and she prayed Poppy not to leave her there. Blubbing, Poppy instructed the guards to take Luna down. Luna screamed for her mama as the guards took her, and Poppy collapsed into gashes in Bill's arms.